Right, here we go. So, this is your natural solutions for energy, emotions, and also a little highlight and focus on winter wellness. There's still time, so grab a pen and paper. You're going to get lots of good nuggets and information in here. Make sure that you're staying hydrated and some essential oils on hand. If you've got samples, have them next to you. Otherwise, if you are an oil veteran, maybe you've got a couple oils. It's always fun to have them during the class, okay? My name is Kara Kading, and I have been teaching on essential oils for 6 going on 7 years now. And at Milligers, we offer our classes 2 ways. We've been teaching every single month for the last 6 years, always in person. There was a little 2-year stint there where we weren't doing that and just doing online. And now we like to be able to offer a hybrid option. So every month you'll see an in-person class opportunity and then also online. So there's benefits to both, and it's just all what works with your schedule. Okay, these classes are always available, and we feel it's really important to help people to feel empowered, right, with what is natural and how we can help solve those chronic issues. So be aware. I think it's really important when you go through these classes to know, where are your pain points? What are you struggling with? Is it stress and anxiety, pain, inflammation, sleep, digestion, immune support? Maybe you're just lacking in energy and motivation right now as we head into the dark ages of winter, and it's so dark outside right now. It's just crazy. That can be a little bit draining. So I have a couple little tips for you tonight. Maybe you're just feeling overwhelmed with the holidays coming up. There's lots to do, right? Someone asked me if I'm ready for Christmas today. No, I am not. And I'm okay with that. So be aware of how you're feeling. And so we're going to talk about all of these health concerns. But if you're in tune and aware to where you're struggling, then when we talk about them, you're like, aha, yes, that will help me. Okay. And then we can always help you after the class too. So here's a few key things that you need to know if you are brand new, especially to doTERRA or using essential oils. We've got great news, and we're going to really empower you with knowing what to be able to do. Sometimes people say, "Oh, I have these oils," or even I talked to some people who said they got the oil samples, but they were afraid to use them, like they didn't know what to do, which is totally fine. Great to wait for the class so that we can educate you on how to use them. But it is going to be a total game changer. You're going to love the experience. So know that doTERRA oils are going to be safe. Okay. They are natural. They are safe. They are simply extracts from plants with incredible side benefits. Okay. We never have any negative side effects. We really don't have any addictions, except that I could never leave the house without my oils. So I guess you could call that an addiction, but it's in a really good way, right? Because it's helping everybody. I love having my oils with me for my own health and wellness, but I love like blessing others when I see people with whatever it is. I'm always hands-on putting oils on people and just helping them to feel better. That is just such a passion. doTERRA oils, okay, you're gonna hear me say doTERRA, doTERRA, doTERRA. And that is because these are considered a medical grade essential oil. They are the most tested, most trusted essential oils on the market. They go through rigorous third party testing to ensure that what you see is what you get. Okay, nothing's been added, nothing's been taken away. It has the purity. There's a lot of junk on the market, so please be very, very careful. A lot of times to save on price, they will dilute them down. So if you see peppermint, they can dilute that down, and only the FDA only requires them to have 5% peppermint in there. They can fill the rest with a carrier oil, and they can still say it's 100% pure peppermint oil. Very deceiving and very frustrating because you're not going to have the same effects and impact, right? So know that we have the purity. What peppermint is going to be 100% pure peppermint, which is going to have a great impact on their potency. So the great thing is a little bit is going to go a long way. You're going to get a lot of bang for your buck with your oils when you use them. And we're sourcing from all over the world. So we're sourcing where the plants grow best. When we extract these oils, their potency is going to be a lot more effective when we're extracting the oils where the plants are actually growing in nature. All right. So know that they're safe, don't be afraid. They're not scary. If you got a little sample of peppermint, or if you guys have peppermint near you, I love to start a class with it, because peppermint is like our Swiss Army knife of essential oils. We can probably do a whole class just on peppermint because it is that phenomenal. Okay. So if you got a little sample, it's just a little tiny little dram like that. We're just going to drop one drop in our hands. Okay. And my veterans, if you want to throw in the chat, maybe what you love to do with peppermint, I'd love to learn from you too. But rub this peppermint together. Kind of keep it away from your fingertips so that it doesn't inadvertently get in your eyeball. Peppermint is a little punchy, and we don't want to ever put oils in our eyeballs. Okay. Not going to make your eyeball fall out. Nothing's going to happen there, but it can, especially peppermint can just kind of be a little bit of a zinger. So if that ever happens, if you ever do get peppermint in your eye, you want to dilute with what's called a carrier oil. Looks just like this. We'll talk about it in a little bit, but that will help to dilute it and be able to flush it out of your eye. You don't want to put water in there because that's just going to make it spread, right? You've seen what oil and water does. So you're going to be okay. Rub it together. Breathe it in. It's so good. It's an energizing one. I can feel it already. 6 o'clock at night. I'm working. Actually, Monday nights are my nights to like really get a lot of doTERRA work done. So I love using peppermint. Naturally wakes me up. I don't need any caffeine. I don't need any sugary treat. Peppermint is amazing. So I feel energized. I feel awake. I just put one drop on my hand, but I can also continue to reap the benefits of this one drop and massage it into my shoulders for tightness and tension. It feels so good. And it helps to naturally cool down the body too. So if you're feeling a little bit warm, it's going to help to naturally cool the body and bring that temperature down. My hands are clean. Okay, I just washed them, but you can take a little swipe with your finger and give a little dab to your tongue, and I have instantly fresh breath. If we were teaching an in-person class right now, you'd be smelling my fresh peppermint breath. Okay. So those are just a few great things that you can do. Also really good for, again, that muscle tension and tightness, and great for digestion. So I love this. I don't chew any gum anymore at the, after a meal or something. I will just simply use peppermint. And again, just that little dab to the tongue. Fresh breath feels so good. As we go through and we talk about specific oils, this A and T and I, A means aromatic, T means topical, I means internal. And we'll talk about all those 3 ways that you can use your oils. But that is just going to be a great little cheat sheet, little collective for you. But helping to get set goals and get clarity, getting you into action, okay? Helping with focusing. So anytime there are still quite a few people that are on Zoom calls all day long for work, still working from home. And so being able to have something like this, a quick pick me up, helping to kind of recharge the brain, peppermint is amazing. So in this time of year, I love to add a drop to my hot cocoa or peppermint brownies, all those yummy things. You can actually use peppermint with your food items too. So peppermint hot cocoa is so good. All right, peppermint and chocolate, just do it. Okay, afternoon slump. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Like that middle of the day when you're like, oh, right? I want to take a nap under my desk, something like that. You can do a simple combination, 1 drop of wild orange, 1 drop of peppermint. Do just what we did right here. Rub it together. Hop and inhale. Massage onto the back of the neck, that tightness if you're working on a computer or whatever it may be. It is so worth it to give yourself 10 seconds to reset and recharge. So this is one of my absolute favorite combinations that is guaranteed to pull me out of that funk. Wild orange, peppermint, boom, boom, boom. Love it. Okay, so we know that your oils are safe, and we know that they're going to also be extremely effective because the oils have the ability to permeate the cell membrane. All right, so this is what your cell looks like, little biology 101 here. You're welcome. And this has this oily membrane. This protects your cell. And there's 2 things that can harm your cell. One is bacteria, one is viruses. The bacteria is this little purple guy right here on the outside of the cell. Viruses are living on the inside of the cell. A lot of times when we go and we have a bacterial infection, right, they can prescribe something for us that will clear up that bacterial infection 7 to 10 days usually. That medication also, even though it's clearing up the bacterial infection, it also can wreak havoc on our system, right? There are negative side effects. It even weakens our immune system. A lot of times people will have other issues with like constipation, digestion, yeast infections, all sorts of things, reducing the microflora in our healthy gut system, all sorts of stuff. But it does clear up the bacterial infection, right? When you have a virus, they basically say, sorry, Susie Q, right? Nothing we can do. You got to go home, drink plenty of fluids, get lots of rest, let nature run its course, which is very frustrating because when you're not feeling well, you want something to help immediately, right? And you want some support. And so the great thing about essential oils is that they can not only stop that replication of bacteria living on the outside of the cell, but because they are an oil and the molecules are small enough, they have the ability to penetrate that cell membrane and stop the replication of the virus. We're working with the body on a cellular level. Okay. We're getting to the root cause of the problem. We're never covering up or masking the issue. We're speaking the same language because we share 60% of our DNA with plants. So when we apply them topically or we're taking them internally, diffusing them, our body sees them as food and fuel and knows where they need to go. Okay. So know that your oils are going to be really effective. All right. If you want to know how fast they can actually work with the body, it only takes 22 seconds for the oil molecules to reach the brain. Okay. And we'll talk about how the brain has the impact with the oils. 2 minutes, they're found in our bloodstream, and within 20 minutes, they will impact every cell in the body. Okay, so you're going to get a pretty quick response when you're using them. If you just experience peppermint with me, I can still feel like that coolness in my shoulders, and I'm still feeling energized if you can't tell. When we talk about the effectiveness and supporting our immune system, On Guard is key. This is our oil of protection, right? On Guard, going to battle for us. This is one you can use aromatically, topically, internally. This has clove and cinnamon, wild orange, rosemary, and eucalyptus in it. These 5 oils are combined together to work synergistically to be able to help support our immune system. Okay. When you're using your oils, you'll find that you are going to be much more proactive about your health and working on staying healthy and fueling our body with all the good stuff instead of being reactive and waiting until we get sick and then trying to figure out what to do. Okay. So we're working to try to stay healthy and be good to our bodies. Diffusing this is one of my favorite things to do. We'll talk about what a diffuser is, but getting the oils into the air is really important. On Guard is one that will clean and purify the air. It eliminates airborne pathogens. So especially this time of year, as more people are inside, contained in smaller spaces, we want to make sure that we get that On Guard going in the diffuser. Again, it cleans and purifies the air. Clove and cinnamon are both powerhouses that are very, very powerful in being antiviral and antibacterial. You can apply it to your feet and your spine. Your feet are great because there's no waterproof barrier there. So when we're putting the oils on, we can take them up readily. And our spine is a great place because this is our information highway. So when we're rubbing and working oils in, again, your body's sending it where it needs to go. First sign of a sore throat, little tip for you here, do 1 drop of On Guard in a shot glass with some water, swish that back. You can gargle and make sure that it gets all into those little crevices in the throat. And you can just swallow it right down. That On Guard, because of those powerful antiviral bacteria properties, will help to just stop anything going on. Okay. It's also really soothing in like tea, or add some honey and some On Guard in your tea together. Very, very soothing. So lots of ways to use On Guard. Again, in the chat, my On Guard gurus, what do you love to do with this? Obviously, it's great for our own health and wellness, but it's also incredible for the home. So we use this to be able to clean down surfaces, and we'll add it with some water in a spray bottle. You can clean all your countertops and bathrooms, floors, anything, and it's safe for everybody in the home, right? No more harsh chemicals and toxins and things that can get absorbed into our bloodstream, or even your little dog's paws. All right. You want to be conscious of that. So do something natural. Know that your oils are going to be affordable. And we're talking about just pennies per dose, because remember that purity and that potency with doTERRA oils is going to be much different than anything else that you see on the market. And I say here that it's more affordable than traditional healthcare, because when you think about it, at least for me, I don't have really great insurance, but you have to make an appointment, right? You have to drive to the doctor. You have to pay a copay. I think mine is $40 now, just for even a wellness visit. You have to get the prescription, and it's that whole chunk. It's like half a day of your time, just to be able to see a doctor and get a prescription. And so when we have our essential oils in our home, and we've got some awesome recommendations, some great starter kits for anybody who doesn't have a wholesale account yet, with our top 10 oils designed to replace your medicine cabinet. So whatever comes up in the home, you will feel totally empowered that your oils are going to be your first line of defense, right? So this is the first thing that we use whenever something comes up, whether it's a digestive issue, trouble sleeping, congestion, aches and pains, ear aches. That is one big one that our family has always struggled with, and our oils have really come to save the day. So with my 3 kids, they have saved us a ton of money. I have this little picture of us sitting in our VW bus, because it seems like my kids always get sick when we're on a road trip, right? As soon as we load up in the car, somebody's not right. It's either a digestive issue or earaches, all those kinds of things. Something's always happening, and we always have our oils packed with us. I've got this new little cute tote that I just have them in the car, and it makes it so easy. So natural solutions right at your fingertips. The other thing is, when my kids were little, they would get sick at like 2 in the morning, right? Someone's throwing up at my door at 2 o'clock in the morning is usually when it is. And then you got to wait it out if you have to go to the doctor. But for us, we're like, you know what? We've got something right here, and we can start actually working with the body right at that time, right? So we save hundreds of dollars a year. This doesn't mean that our kids don't ever get sick, or we don't ever get sick. It's actually good for you to get sick once in a while, because it's going to help to build and support your immune system. But I can tell you, since we've been using essential oils in our home for the last 7 years, we have had 0 sick visits. That means that no one's going to the doctor when they're sick. Okay. We're using our oils and they work. So many great ways. Lavender is probably the one that we use most in our home for health and wellness, because oil of emotional honesty. That's great, because I got 3 kids, and they're all teenagers now, and I need them to be very honest with me of what is going on. But this, of course, we know lavender to be calming, right? Very, very supportive for the emotions, helping with stress, anxiety, overwhelm, trouble sleeping, helping to calm down that mind chatter. Really good though, and great for you to remember, is that it will help to calm the skin. So cuts, bumps, scrapes, bruises, burns, bee stings, bug bites, sunburns, burns in the kitchen, anything like that, even a burned tongue. All right. So if you love to dive into your pizza when it's fresh out of the oven, or soup, right? Soup gets me every time, because I love it. You can actually put it right on your tongue or the roof of your mouth, and it will help to heal. It's a natural antihistamine. So anyone who struggles with seasonal threats, my dad, especially like 2 weeks ago, when it was just ridiculously warm here in November, all his hay fever was just going crazy. So I got him some lavender, and he used lavender because it's a natural antihistamine, peppermint, because that helped to open up the airways and relieve that congestion. And lemon, because that helps to break down that mucus and so that he could breathe again. But that combination helped him tremendously, and he didn't have to get anything over the counter. So I was pretty happy for that win. Also, really good for head tension. Okay. So, again, a lot of times this head tension just comes from stress and overwhelm. In lavender, again, self care, 10 seconds of self care is all I'm asking for. Just massage that in right in the head. I have it in my car even. And when I'm at a stoplight, I'll just massage it in, take a deep breath. No more road rage for me, right? Got my lavender. And another couple great things as we're talking about winter wellness, warm body temperatures. Okay, things can be on the rise, especially as we move into the winter months. And there's two key oils that are going to be really supportive and helpful with that. One is lavender, because that's going to help to calm the body down and help to work with our system to be able to kind of get to the root of the issue. And of course, peppermint, because it's going to be naturally cooling. So this combination works really, really well. Love it on the bottoms of the feet. Peppermint's great for that. You can even do the peppermint on the spine. But that lavender going just kind of all around those important areas of the body is going to be really, really helpful in a good natural way. Lavender is also going to be really soothing. So a lot of times when there's a rise in the body temperature, there's a lot of body aches going on too. And lavender is going to help to soothe that situation. Ear support. So this is what I had. I mean, my husband, when he was little, had earaches. My kids growing up had them and can still get them on occasion. But this combination of basil and lavender and tea tree, you can do a drop of each, okay, and you can massage this right behind the ear, right on the ear bone, right this earlobe right here. We don't ever want to drop any oils right directly in our ear, okay, that would be painful. But you can just massage that right in about every 3 to 4 hours, or adults, you can do this every 2 hours. You can also put it on like a little cotton ball and just stuff that little cotton ball right in the ear. That's also really soothing too. So this is just that time of year where that just happens. And then Digestin. So this is another one that again has saved us a ton of money, just because my whole family has very sensitive stomachs. And so it's really, really important to be able to have Digestin on hand. This is one that covers everything from the mouth to the south. Okay. Don't have to worry and try to figure out and diagnose what it was. It doesn't matter. Digestin is going to fix it. So this is for bloating, gas, diarrhea, constipation, car sickness, seasickness, nervousness. Okay. Maybe you overate and Thanksgiving is coming. Okay. You want to make sure that you got your Digestin on hand. It's so good for digestive relief. It's also great for acid reflux. So you could massage this one right on the sternum, right here, before a meal, and it will help to prevent any kind of acid reflux that's going on. You can apply it right to the abdomen. Okay, again, right when you have stomach upset, massage that right in and will instantly relieve that pressure. It is a game changer. One of my friends, even when she was pregnant, struggled so bad with digestive issues, right? Because everything slows down, and Digestin was just totally got her through, especially the last few months of pregnancy, because this really relieved that pressure. So 80% of our immune system is in our gut. So we want to make sure that we are taking care of it and making sure that everything is flowing properly. So you can use this aromatically if you want, even just like rubbing it together and smelling it, applying topically, again, right to the stomach, or you can take it internally too. All right, you know they're safe, you know they're effective, you know they're affordable. Now we're going to dive into the ways to use your oils. The first is aromatically, and this is basically a diffuser. The picture there is a diffuser. This is your crock pot for your essential oils. Basically, you fill it up with water, put your oils in there, 6 to 8 drops, and you can do any kind of combination you want. Nothing's going to blow up. Okay. You're going to be totally fine. And we just set it and forget it. They always have a light on or off option. And we also have the timers on there. Okay. So you can decide how long you want to have your diffuser on. But this is going to have instant impact on the room. It's going to be able to, again, affect the mood. So when you smell something pleasant, right, you feel different. So something like peppermint and wild orange is going to be a great pick me up. But it's also something like lavender is going to help us to calm down and relax in the evening. So the reason why this works is because when you're smelling in and taking in your oils, it connects to this olfactory bulb right here, right in your nose. And that connects to our limbic system. And our limbic system communicates with all of the systems in our body. It tells our body how to respond to different situations. It is directly linked to our emotions, our heart rate, our blood pressure, our breathing, memory, our stress, and emotional balance. Okay. Everything is connected to that limbic system. So when we're smelling in and taking it in, it's telling our body how to respond and how to react. So it's so much more than just smelling good. Okay. There's so much more to essential oils. So it's really, really important. Diffusing is one of my favorite and probably one of the most easiest ways that you're going to use your oils. Breathe. This is our respiratory blend. This is one you can use aromatically and topically. Such a wonderful one, especially in our winter months. Love to put it in the diffuser. Okay. This is going to be one of the first ones that you're probably going to grab and wanted to put it in there because it's going to help to naturally open up the airways, which means it's going to help with anyone struggling with snoring issues at night. It is a total marriage saver because it's helping to open up those airways, reduce snoring issues, and everyone has a pleasant sleep good night. It's allowing more oxygen to the lungs. So I love to use this pre-workout. I'll massage it on my chest, and you can actually literally take in more oxygen during your workout. So you're getting that added benefit. I find it very calming also. So this was a great one for soothing stress, anxiety. It does have that calming effect, and it supports our lung during seasonal changes. So again, anyone who's struggling with seasonal allergies, Breathe is a great one. It smells so good. And our blends are really easy to remember, right? Breathe. What do you think that's going to do? Just take a wild guess, right? It's going to be for respiratory support, digestive support. Very, very easy to know and remember. Balance. Was my very first doTERRA oil that I fell in love with and was my aha moment, changed the world for me. And Balance is our grounding blend. Very, very calming for emotions, stress, anxiety, overwhelm. I always recommend for emotional support to just massage your oils right into your heart. You know, a lot of times that's where you feel the aches and pains when you have stress and anxiety. So you can massage it right on the heart or even in the stomach. Sometimes you get that nervous, queasy feeling when you have stress and anxiety. Just massage in some Balance. This is a great one. This is our grounding blend. You can use this aromatically and topically. It's basically like my personal fragrance. I have it with me all the time. This is one I love to bless people with because it feels so good. It's so, so supportive. And it's also really great for pets too. So this is my dog Piper. She loves car rides, but she gets so stinking excited in the car that she's just hopping all over the place. And Balance is one that helps for her to calm down. So this little diagram here, this shows you what cells look like when we are stressed out. Okay, so you can see these cells are all restricted and tight on each other because the body releases hormones like cortisol for stress. Okay. And what that does is it actually reduces the amount of oxygen in our cells and compacts them. So that's why we feel that tightness and that tension, especially in our neck, because that's where we're holding all that stress and anxiety. So when we use Balance, that helps to release those cortisol levels out of the system and reoxygenate our cells. So they look like this, nice and round and plump, and being able to flow through the body with ease. So I feel like this time of year, everybody needs a little bit of balance. And then adaptive, this is really important for emotional support. It has lavender, neroli, rosemary, wild orange, spearmint, copaiba, and magnolia. So this is a beautiful combination of oils that help to lift us up and energize us and get motivated. So like your rosemary especially is helping with memory, and wild orange, that spearmint, is a gentle kind of wake me up. But then other oils like your lavender, your neroli, your copaiba, magnolia, any floral oil is going to be very calming, okay? So it's helping to create this calm and centered mindset. We call it alert serenity, okay? So we're awake, we're focused, we're not taking something that is sedating us so much that we can't do anything. So it's helping us to be alert and focused, but also remain calm. So we have that clarity. Great for stress and anxiousness. It smells amazing. I love it in an Epsom salt bath. Again, self-care is so, so important. I know sometimes sitting in the bathtub can be kind of difficult because I'm a person who's go, go, go. So another option is to be able to take some Epsom salts and put your adaptive on them and just sprinkle them in the floor of the shower. Okay, and you can just stand on there and let those minerals reabsorb into your system, into the body. Bring that adaptive in, and it feels so good. So this is available as a roller ball. It's available as the oil itself. And then the capsules are the only ones that you're going to be taking internally. These have the capsules have a few other ingredients, but just know that that is an incredible system to take a look at. So we covered aromatically. Topically is the next way. And we always, before I start to talk about topical use, I want to make sure that you know whenever you're putting your oils on topically that you want to use what's called a carrier oil. Okay. This is what's called a fractionated coconut oil. So I'm sure you've seen coconut oil before, but this is fractionated. So that means all the fats have been taken out. And that's really important because it's always in liquid form. Okay. And it's completely shelf stable. So it's never sticky. I love the fractionated coconut oil because it's not sticky. It's not smelly. It doesn't get gummy or anything like that. So when we're applying it to our skin, it's actually incredibly moisturizing. But the topical use, using the carrier oil is important because it's going to do three things. It's going to be a nice protective barrier against any kind of skin sensitivities. It's also going to help the oil to spread so you can cover a larger surface area, but we're using less of your regular oils. So it's actually going to save you money. It's going to help your oils to stretch. And it's also going to give your oils weight so that if you're this lucky person here that's getting a massage and we're using the oils in the carrier oil is going to keep those oils there localized for a longer period of time. So you can see with the carrier oil, it's keeping the oils so that they can drive deeper into the system and you get a longer lasting benefit. As if you were to just put the oil on, you might get a little bit of benefit at first, but then it's going to flash off and evaporate. Okay. So when you're getting started, I always recommend adding a carrier oil to your order. Topical use, the first one that comes to my mind is Deep Blue, because this is for all the aches and pains, anything that hurts. We offer Deep Blue in 3 different forms. So we use it as the oil itself. We also have an incredible rub. So it's in a cream form. So you can just open this up and squeeze it out and apply it to anything that hurts. But then another one of my favorites is the Deep Blue stick. So this just looks like a little deodorant here. And you can just roll it on and just apply it anywhere that it hurts. Gosh, that feels like everywhere right now, the end of the day. But it's great because I'm not putting anything on my hands. It's not getting sticky and I'm just rolling it right on directly to the area. My kids love this. They all play sports and this is always in their bag because they can put it on without getting anything smelly or sticky on their skin, right? So the Deep Blue stick is incredible. This is great again for sore muscles, helping with circulation. I love to use it even pre-workout because it helps to kind of warm up the muscles, helps to prevent that lactic acid buildup and prevents injuries. So, it's also really great for any kind of anybody's time of the month. Okay. If you have the just dull, aching, cramping feeling, Deep Blue is so, so supportive. Okay. So it's another reason why my girls have it in their gym bag, but you can use this one aromatically and topically. Note that we're not using this internally. And then all things skin, another great ones to apply topically. Oregano is great for skin tags and warts. We can also use this in a veggie cap internally for immune support. But oregano is a hot oil. Okay. So this is one that if you use it directly on your skin, it will feel like burning. Okay. And I think we've all had that experience. Okay, I've done it to myself. I was trying to get rid of skin takes though, and I got rid of 4 of them on my neck with oregano. And I just took a Q-tip and put that oregano on there and just applied it right to all 4 of those, and they are gone within 2 weeks. They just kind of turn dry up and just roll right off. But I was really trying to fry off those suckers, and so I didn't dilute it, but it burned, it hurt, it was painful. But I would just recommend using some carrier oil and your oregano. It'll work just as well, just fine. Do that. And then tea tree, this is great for a healthy scalp. So if you suffer at all in the winter time of like a dry scalp, or if any kind of hair issues are going on in school, tea tree is a great one, a great preventative. Also athlete's foot, healthy nail beds, and we can also use this to clean showers and toilets. So those are 2 ones that I love to have on hand. If you're wondering where to apply your oils, I have a little cheat sheet here. You can just take a screenshot of it, but for your head, peppermint and lavender are going to be wonderful again to help to ease that tension. Your shoulders, and then your neck area, deep blue is going to be wonderful. Your heart, again, remember when I talked about stress and anxiety, some of our key oils are balance. Serenity is our restful blend. Lavender or adaptive. Put breathe on your chest because that's going to help to open up the airways. And then again, your spine, as we're talking about immune support, our key oils here are going to be On Guard, tea tree, lemon, frankincense. And then your stomach, guess what? It's going to be Digescend for any kind of little upset tummies. Or again, as I try every year for Thanksgiving, like do not overindulge. Like there will always be times that we can make mashed potatoes and noodles and stuffing and maybe a turkey, but I just can't control myself. It's so good. And my eyes are always bigger than my stomach. So Digescend's always with me. All right, let's jump into the last thing, and that is internal use. So if you're wondering, how am I going to know what oils I can use internally? All you have to do is look at the side of the bottle and it will say supplemental effects. And that means that it is safe to ingest. 1 drop is all you need. Remember, a little bit goes a long way. So I drink out of this big water guy here, and I just put 1 drop of oil in there. I recommend with your oils to only use a glass or stainless steel container. Do not use plastic because your oils over time, especially lemon, will break down that plastic container. Okay. And we don't want to be absorbing or ingesting any more plastic than we already are because we're exposed to so much. It's crazy. Use your lemon, and that's actually going to help to flush out any kind of plastic buildup in our system. So lemon's going to help to cleanse the body. Also very, very beneficial for acid reflux. A lot of people come to me with acid reflux, and my 2 oils are Digescend and lemon, because the lemon you might think is acidic, but it's really not, because it's coming from the rind. Okay. The lemon oil itself is not just like a lemon juice. It is coming from the rind. So that means that it's going to actually make your body more alkaline and less acidic. So, and it's also really much, much better for your teeth, all those things, because it's not coming from the juice. Okay. It's not going to be as harsh on your system. So great for acid reflux. We can use this to clean the home. I love to take lemon and do a drop like in my garbage disposal or in the bottom of my garbage bag. So every time I open it up, smells lemony fresh. It smells so good. It's also a really great produce cleaner. So just throw it in a bowl of water with a drop of lemon, and that will help to naturally reduce and take off those any kind of pesticides or chemicals. Apples, especially with the plastic kind of coating on them, lemon will help to remove that. It's also great for mental clarity and helping to stay engaged. And remember, adding a drop of your water, only stainless steel or glass. So I love lemon, oil of focus. Very good. And then Frank. All right, Frank's going to be your best buddy. We say when in doubt, Frank it out, because there isn't anything that frankincense can't do. Okay. Frankincense does it all. Helps to promote calm feelings, helping with anti-aging. So you can add a drop to like your moisturizer or your night cream and massage in. This helps our cells to perform optimally. And what that means is that it's helping to promote healthy cell replication. So our healthy cells, it's encouraging them to replicate faster. And any cells that are damaged, it works to repair them. And if they are beyond repair, or if they are zombie cells, they will basically get flushed out of our system with frankincense. So I do a drop under my tongue every morning. Very easy to do. But if you don't like the taste of it, you can always put it in a little veggie cap. We sell these little veggie caps. It's a little clear capsule, and you just drop your oils in there, and you can just take your oils internally that way too. So frankincense is like a little extra strength. So even any of your oils, if you layer in and add frankincense to it, it's just going to give it a little bit of a boost. So again, it's going to be great for any kind of aches and pains, obviously focusing in meditation, depression, anxiety, overwhelm, all those things. Frank's your guy. Okay. All right. So now we're circling back. What are your top 3 health concerns? I hope that we discussed it, but we will open up the chat too, or I'm sure Jen's totally got it covered of, what was it, right? Did we talk about it? Did we cover it? Did we give you a natural solution for that? And just imagine what your daily life would be without those concerns. And a lot of times people will come to me after they've been using their oils, and they're like, gosh, Kara, I just didn't even realize how bad it was, right? How bad I felt until I didn't have that anymore. And I'm looking back and thinking, why didn't I do something about it sooner, right? And there's no reason why we have to just kind of accept digestive issues, or just accept sleeping, or people not sleeping, or struggling with stress and anxiety. There are natural solutions. Okay. So feel reassured and empowered in knowing that there are options for you. And I love working with people and really helping them on their wellness journey to make sure that we're getting in tune and connecting and finding, I'd like to kind of address maybe 3 issues at a time, and then start to work and build and grow from there. But it's a journey, right? It doesn't just happen overnight of just kind of just getting rid of and clearing everything out of the house, and just going strictly 100% with essential oils. So it's getting used to them, getting them into the routine. And our team offers incredible guidance and support. So if you love this class, if you don't have a wholesale account yet with us, as soon as you get one, you get folded into our community of education and support, where we teach amazing classes on a weekly basis covering all of these topics. Okay. So if you're wondering how to get oils in your home, how to get doTERRA, there's 3 ways to purchase. The first is retail. This is the most expensive. This is only really paying retail in professional settings. Maybe you're at the chiropractor and they have, this deep blue rub on the counter. I've seen that before, and people will buy that one bottle. It's the most expensive way to get your oils. And let's say, friends don't let friends pay retail for their products, right? Aren't you always sharing and telling people about how you got something on sale or a great deal? We do not recommend getting your oils at retail. There are 2 other ways where you can be able to purchase your oils. One is wholesale. Right. So with doTERRA, you can get a wholesale account. You pay a $35 membership fee, and that unlocks the door to our wholesale prices, which is 25% off of the retail. You can order what you want, when you want, whenever you want. There is no quota. There is no requirement of how much you have to spend. You don't have to have oil parties. You're not required to sell oils to be able to get the discount. Nothing like that. Okay. It's all about you and your health and wellness. A way to dive in a little bit deeper and get an even deeper discount for our brand new customers is actually below wholesale. So the way to be able to get that is to pick one of our starter kits. So we have put together basically our top oils because we want you to win, right? We want to be able to solve whatever comes up in the home and have those natural tools right at your fingertips. So when it's bundled together with one of our diffusers, I think is always really important. First of all, it waives that $35 membership fee. So you get a free membership. And because it's bundled together, you're saving even more. So let me show you what that's all about. We have an awesome incentive. This is our very, very last month of being able to offer a bonus essential oil to you. Okay. So for the month of November, Anybody who has a 100 PV, that's a product value order, that is basically any of our starter kits, you can get a bonus free bottle of Citrus Bliss. If it's a 300 PV order or product value, you can get a bottle of Citrus Bliss and a Pebble diffuser. Okay. So, and that is the promo code right there. And you will be able, that will just get added to your order and shipped directly from doTERRA. So if you're wondering what Citrus Bliss is, it is sunshine in a bottle. So great to get it for free. This is one that is very energizing. This is our, what's called our invigorating blend. So it is a wonderful citrus oils that are combined together to just help. I mean, last time, well, I had this at the farmer's market and people were smelling it and they're like, oh, I just feel happier, right? I can't stop smiling. And it does, and it has that instant impact and just helping to bring some sunshine and a little smile to your face. So I couldn't live without Citrus Bliss. I got this little buddy right here. I love it. Okay. So great one, great ways to use it. And I put a couple other little rollerball recipes and things like that there, but helping with creativity, helping release limitations and insecurities. So I love that one, and you can get it for free. So let me just show you a couple ways that you can get started. Healthy Start. This is a great way to dip your toe into doTERRA. This has all of our top 10 oils that we talked about in a little sample size. It's like a little 5 ml. Okay, 5 ml is about 80 drops of essential oils. This comes with a diffuser. This is $160. You're going to be able to get that free bottle of Citrus Bliss. You save $25 that way because it's bundled together. You get, you can always add the coconut oil. That's going to be a $12 wholesale. Or you can add Adaptive, you can add Balance, you can add anything to any of our starter kits, and you will get 25% off of the retail price instantly. Okay, so that includes that 25% off wholesale account. Basically, you'll be able to log into doTERRA and you'll be able to order your products always at that wholesale price. As soon as you log in, it unlocks those wholesale prices and it gets delivered right to your door. Home Essentials is another option that comes with a diffuser, but here you get the big bottles. Okay, so same oils, but instead of the 5 ml, you're getting a 15 ml. So you're getting triple the oil, but you're not paying triple the price. So this is $105 in savings. Again, you could, I always recommend adding some coconut oil if you don't have it. This is getting you the big bottles for 250 drops, a 15 ml size. You get folded into our team of education and support. And again, you get that wholesale account. Okay, this is hot off the press. Okay, so anybody, if you guys are on here and you have a wholesale account, you can order this tomorrow. Okay, you can get this BOGO box. And what the box is, this only happens 2 or 3 times a year with doTERRA, and it's happening tomorrow. So basically, you can get, when you buy 4 oils, so basically you'll be buying On Guard, Cassia, you'll be buying On Guard, Cassia, Deep Blue, and Roman Chamomile. So those 4 is what you pay for. So that's $140. And when you do that, you're going to get a free bottle of Northern Escape, which is a wonderful, like wintry, foresty blend that I love to diffuse, especially in the winter time. And you're going to get 5 mystery oils for free. Okay, so we don't know what they are. That's the surprise with the BOGO box, but you'll be getting 5 oils. And doTERRA has really thought this very well out. So when they put together a BOGO box in November, every oil in there is going to pertain to your immune support, your health and wellness. They are key ones, again, because they want to set you up for success. So you're buying 4, you're getting that free Northern Escape. You're going to be getting these 5 for free. And because of our special promo code, you're also going to get that free Citrus Bliss. So this is for only $140. And so you're going to be buying 4 oils. You're getting 7 for free. So crazy, because you get a free membership and you get free shipping too. And again, you get folded into our community. You get that 25% off of the retail. This will not be available until tomorrow, and it's available while supplies last. So I will send you guys that information. But the BOGO box, nobody ever wants to miss it. It's a great time to stock up on your oils and to be able to get a ton of awesome freebies. Okay, so I highly recommend it. that is a great way to go. Like I said, I don't know what these oils are, but I know they're going to be good. They're always good. You can't mess that up. So that's only $140, which I think is a great way, again, to try to kind of figure it out, try them out. You get an awesome ebook from me to make sure that you know how to use all these oils, of course, too, is really important. And all of our customers are going to get this amazing welcome packet. So there's a lot of stuff here. Let me show you really quickly. This is the Essential Basics book. So this is your essential oil Bible, and you can look up any kind of health concern and it will tell you which oils to use. You can also look up the oil itself. And if you're wondering, why do I have frankincense? What am I supposed to do with that? You can read about it right here, and it will tell you frankincense is for cancer and tumors, cellular and immune health, seizures and trauma, concussions, Alzheimer's, dementia, Parkinson's and brain injury, lack of motor control, wounds, wrinkles, skin ulcers, boils and moles, scars and stretch marks, sciatica, back pain, headaches, migraines, depression and anxiety. And it is anti-cancer, anti-inflammatory, antidepressant, and it's a very restorative oil. Okay. So this is going to be your little oil Bible. It's a $20 value. Make sure that you have that. You also get that free citrus bliss. You get some little stickers for the top of your bottle. And then my friend Sue made these awesome wool dryer balls that I'm giving away as a little gift for new customers this month of November too. So lots of goodness. It sounds like everything's for free, right? But I'm like, yay, free. It's like the last month of getting free citrus bliss. So I'm just kind of sweetening the deal for you. So know that you get that welcome packet. You get folded into our private community and group. You're able to get a free 30-minute personal wellness consult after your oils arrive, and you get that free continuing education and support from us. You can text me anytime. It's like I'm on call. I'm your oil girl. Any questions you have, I'm available and love to help you. This is our Facebook group. I included it in your email. You're welcome to join that. That is available and open to everybody. It is called The Good Earth Living, and that is where we educate on essential oils, health, mental well-being, all sorts of goodness. So, and I love to end my call with saying the greatest medicine of all is teaching people how not to need it. All right. I think that's so important because that's really, Jen and I, that is our passion. Yes, medicine is important to always have available, but there is a way to live your life more naturally and to be able to reach for tools that actually work with our body to heal and restore our muscles, our tendons, our tissues, so that we can live that better quality of life. All right, and I am giving away a little free little sample, little travel size of fractionated coconut oil when you text me. Okay, when we get connected, it's Monday, so we got all week to work on this. So you text me, and if we get your wholesale account started this week, you can get that bonus little free bottle of coconut oil that will come with your welcome packet. So that is my cell phone. I also put it in the email. I can send it out to you in the recording, but why not get a free little coconut oil with your order? All right, so let me stop sharing and we can do our little door prizes. And were there any questions that did not get answered, Jen? You're amazing. So I'm sure you just plowed right through those.
No, I think we answered most of them. Let's see, who was it? Joan was just asking about the BOGO box. So maybe you could explain how that works. She was asking if that was through you or what that was all about.
Oh, the BOGO box comes directly from doTERRA. So Joan, I think you have a wholesale account, right? I think you can log in to your account and the BOGO box will be available tomorrow. So you'll be able to order that. What else?
There wasn't a lot of other questions. People, I think, were just listening to you and getting all the great information. So, but if there is anyone, they could certainly unmute and ask the question. But I think
there was one question about MetaPower. Okay, all right.
Oh yeah, that's right. There was about weight loss. There were several people asking about what we could do for that, and I said that you were going to mention about MetaPower.
Yes. Okay, real quickly. Well, let me tell you, we have a class on Thursday night. I can also send out the recording, but MetaPower is an incredible system. I don't know if I can, if okay, give me 3 minutes. Let's see, let me share my screen one more time. I was afraid this class was going to get too long, which it kind of
Oops.
did. Sorry, I'm a talker. Let me see. Let me escape this. And I can get, oh, there we go. Okay. Let me show you what I took out of here. Where's my little MetaPowerness? I think I just grayed them out so I can ungray them. Can I? If I can find MetaPower, but yes, MetaPower is an incredible system. Jen, where did it go? Let me see. Oh, here we go. Okay, so this, you know, if you guys can see this, can you? All right, so this MetaPower system, let me unmute or what am I doing? How do I make sure that you can see it? Oh, here we go, on hide page. So,
I can see it.
okay, you can. All right, so MetaPower is going to be, I mean, it is available right now, but this is a phenomenal system. This is our metabolic blend. So it comes as a system, okay? It's $179. You can enroll with this. The advantage is our collagen. This is 9 different types of collagen that are in a tripeptide form. And why that's important is because it means our body can readily absorb it, and it gets just processed immediately into our system and into our tissue. So we get the 100% benefit of it. So it's going to be 12 times more bioavailable than any other collagen on the market because of the tripeptide form that it's in. If you look at collagen at the market, I'm sure that you'll see that, or just take note of how many types of collagen are in there. There's usually only 1 or 2 types of collagen at the most. Ours has 9. Right? So that is really, really important because you're going to get so much more additional benefit. And again, because our body can actually absorb it, it's in tripeptide form. That means that we're going to get really that 12 times more bioavailable of the collagen. And NMN is in there. So NMN is an energy molecule that is so good for our body. And again, helping us to have more energy throughout the day. The assist is in here. Okay, so we just talked about the advantage. The assist has the addition of berberine in it and mulberry leaf. And those are very important because there's enzymes in those that actually bind to our cell receptors and protect our body from absorbing too many carbohydrates and too much sugar. So it's preventing that glucose spike that wreaks havoc on our body and actually contributes greatly to the aging process. So by not absorbing all those extra carbohydrates and sugars, okay, those get passed through our system very gently, don't worry. And we're not absorbing all that. And so this also helps me. You take that 30 minutes before your biggest meal, or like, let's say, you're on vacation or it's a family gathering and you're eating maybe bigger meals, right? I'll even take 2 a day. So I'll take 1 at lunch and 1 at dinner, but also it's also great and really important, like before a spaghetti dinner or something like that, because it's going to help to prevent your body from absorbing all those carbohydrates. And then the oil itself. So the assist you want to take every single day, 30 minutes before your biggest meal. The advantage you take every single day. It's a little powder sachet, and you pour that in your water. You mix that up and drink that down, and it's incredible, right? You're absorbing all of that incredible collagen. So it's going to help with anti-aging. It's going to help with, here, I can tell you what I've experienced, okay? I have more energy. I'm sleeping better at night. My skin looks much more like more hydrated and like much smoother, okay? Like I have this muscle tone, even though the only thing I do is walk. Okay, I don't go to the gym. I'm not doing push-ups over here, but I'm much more toned with this system. I also have less aches and pains. That collagen is really, really supportive for that. And it also really helps with mental clarity. So if anyone's struggling with that brain fog, this is going to be so powerful and so effective. So those are the two that you will take like every day and that you will reorder each month. Okay. Advantage and the assist. Those you want to stick with. The other ones are basically freestyle and you can use those as needed. So there's the oil blend itself. I put a drop in my water all throughout the day. And that has a combination of 5 different oils. It has grapefruit in it, lemon, peppermint, ginger, and cinnamon. Okay, so these 5 they've tested work together in a proportionate amount synergistically to help our cells. This is our metabolic blend, so it's giving your cells a little boost and it's going to be helping to inhibit fat cell maturation. Does that sound appealing to anybody? I'm like, yes. So this has been so great. It tastes amazing. I love to even put it in a smoothie. That tastes really good. You can taste even that little bit of peppermint in there. It comes as a gum. So middle of the afternoon, I'll chew a piece of gum instead of reaching for a piece of candy or a chocolate. The soft gels, I will take one of those after a meal to help me. A lot of times in a meal, like we're just so used to grabbing like a cookie afterwards or a piece of chocolate, that little, dessert afterwards. And that prevents you from wanting to do that. And then there's little beadlets. So you can take those kind of like the gum too. So those you kind of take throughout the day, whenever you feel as needed. But since September 15th, so tomorrow that'll be 2 months. Okay. That'll be 8 weeks. I have lost 13 pounds. I have less body fat percentage. I have a scale that when you step on it and it tells you what your metabolic age is. So your metabolic age is going to be different than your like chronological age. So I'm 43. But when I first got MetaPower and I stepped on the scale, it told me that my metabolic age, because, I've been struggling with weight, was actually 47. And I'm like, oh, that's terrible, right? That's why, like, when you see people at maybe a high school reunion and some people look amazing and you're like, oh my gosh, what are you doing? Like, you don't look like you've aged a day. Their metabolic age is less than probably what they are. And then there's people where you're like, oh man, like it's probably been rough on you these past 20 years. Like, what happened? What are you doing? How are you're not taking care of yourself? And their metabolic age is like more than what they are, right? And so that has a lot to do with our metabolism. It's directly connected. And so MetaPower helps to reset that and helps to more realign our chronological age and our metabolic age. So I went from being age 47 metabolically now to age 46. So I'm getting closer and closer to my real age. I feel a little bit better about being 46 instead of 47. So and that will continue to decline as I continue to use this system. So this is something that you could totally get started with. It's $179, and that includes your free wholesale account. And we are teaching classes on this like crazy because it is changing lives. Jen, do you want to share some of I know we were just talking about this MetaPower today.
Yeah, I was going to suggest that. So my story is a little bit different. I mean, we can always lose weight, but that's not really the reason I went into MetaPower. I've been dealing with chronic migraines for a long time, but really horrible, horrific, catastrophic ones the last like 5 years. I've been having migraines every week. I've had to use rescue medication. Sometimes I end up in urgent care. And just all the things that you can think of with migraines, I was getting them. And I'm a very active person. I'm also a caregiver for a very special gal in my life, my daughter, that's 26. So I have to be on my game. And I know I'm under a lot of stress. I mean, all those things, but I didn't really want to go on any medications. And in fact, last November, my doctor was like, you really need to go on the injectables because you're just having so many problems. And I just didn't do it. I kept looking. I've been with doTERRA a long time. I keep on trying new things and nothing helped. So I started MetaPower in October. And I believe this is week 6 for me. And the last time I had a migraine, it'll be 4 weeks on Friday. And that is the longest that I have gone for probably 4 years. And it is, I can't tell you the difference in my energy, not just not having migraines, but just as I was starting this, I was getting more energy. I dropped maybe 5 pounds. So the weight loss is not really my thing. I'm not really worried about that. I really just need my health back because my life was literally going from headache to headache. So when you're taking the system, it it kind of perceives what your body needs. And so what my body is dealing with is different from what your body is dealing with. And it really is supporting me in that way. And it's this is the only thing, that I mean, it's just not one all be all, and everyone is so different, but that's my story. And I could cry. I'm so excited about it. I'm telling all my family. I'm waiting one more week until I tell my doctor. Just to make sure that it's going in the right direction. But I'm sure he'll be excited. But yeah, that's what my story is. Yeah.
That's
I am
awesome.
doing everything. Yeah, I'm doing the whole program. I have to tell you that I haven't been super religious about doing everything just perfectly. That's the thing. You just do what you can do. Sometimes I forget to do the assist before and I just take it. While I'm eating or after, you just do the best you can. You don't really worry about that. But the biggest thing is the advantage. So I am taking the advantage and the collagen at noontime now, which seems to be a better fit for me for some reason. My husband just started on it and he's like, gosh, I have so much more energy. And
Mhm.
he just started on it like maybe 4 days ago. So if you have any kind of inflammation challenge, like an autoimmune challenge or something that you have just been dealing with for a long time, I would just say try it. Just try it.
Yeah, for sure. Like you said, I think it seems to be able to adjust. Everybody's body chemistry is different, and everyone has different needs. So, like my husband, he's the opposite. Well, he's in great shape. He's 47, and his metabolic age was 44. So I was so, like, oh, why he's perfect. But he has actually lost 5 pounds because he was kind of gaining that little, I don't know, call it like an inner tube, like that little weight around his stomach because he had the worst sugar cravings. So like at night, he'd be rummaging through the pantry trying to find like hot tamales. He loves like the little Sour Patch Kids, the kids' Halloween candy. He always would like be rummaging through there at night. It made me so mad because I'd wake up in the morning and see like all these wrappers on his nightstand because he just loved it. And now that he's been taking the system, and he's really been very, very faithful to the Advantage. He just started taking the assist now, using the oil in his water. But he's lost those 5 pounds. He has more energy. He doesn't feel as stiff or sore, and he doesn't have those sugar cravings. So this was the first Halloween that I don't wake up to like this pile of wrappers on the nightstand. He's like, this is so weird. I'm not even like thinking about it. So it like retrains your brain where like you'll actually be craving fruits and vegetables. It's so weird. Like, oh, it's awesome. I mean, it feels amazing. So yeah. Joan, this would be probably something, to look into because it like recalibrates the body. You know, I I don't know if I've ever felt this good. Like I feel better now than I think I did in my 20s. I mean, it's so cool. Yeah. Yeah, Jackie. I mean, the testimonies are ridiculous. Aren't they? You're just like, I mean, people are taking photos of them, of before and after, all shapes, all sizes, all ages, men, women, and it's like, oh my gosh, I mean, it is legit. It's pretty powerful. So yeah, Jackie, you love it. You love it. I haven't met anyone yet that hasn't loved it, and just getting it incorporated, like Jen said, getting it incorporated into your system and like into your routine. Don't beat yourself up if you forget to take the assist 30 minutes before your meal. You can take it during or after. It's still going to help to just kind of level off that sugar spike. It's still going to be beneficial. Okay. It's going to be just fine. Okay. All right. Oh, you're going to put your pictures up there, Jen. I can't wait. I'm so cheering you on. That's awesome. Jen's my accountability partner. So like every day, every morning we text each other kind of like what we're going to do in doTERRA that day. So, and I've noticed a big change. Like you're, and there were times when you would text me and you're like, I've got a migraine today. It's no good. And you have, like you said, you haven't had that in 4 weeks. So that's awesome. I'm so happy for you. That's awesome. All right, are we ready for door prizes? Ding, ding, ding. How about our immune support winner?
Am I picking?
Yes.
I got a good one.
Okay.
It is, okay, wait. I picked her out in the very, Christina.
All right, Christina gets immune support.
Yeah, and Gloria gets the hot mess.
All right, Gloria. She's laughing.
I am laughing. Thank you. I am a hot mess sometimes, but I have to agree with everything you said, both of you. I am just, I got the product and I kind of didn't get started right away, but since I have so much more energy and I want that scale. What's the name of that scale?
Oh, on the scale, I will type it. I got it on,
Because I have an old one, but it doesn't tell me my age.
Renpho scale. You have to, it's on Amazon. It's like $29. It's not that expensive, but then you get the app, the Renpho health app, and then it will tell you everything. And you can have like multiple people on it. So like my kids will do it, my husband, but then I can see all my I can see my history. I can look at me. You can connect with your friends. My friends don't need to see this. But
I don't know why I need to see it, but I had an old one from work that's probably 20 years old, but the app doesn't work anymore. So it doesn't, all it tells me is my weight. And I'd like to know if I'm.
Yeah, it tells you your body fat percentage. And so it's cool to see that going down. But yeah, I know that you got the MetaPower and you were like trying to get it into your routine. But even when you weren't as diligent about it, you were already noticing effects, right?
Well, the biggest thing for me is I'm a sugar addict. It's not craving. It's an addiction. I will go look. I mean, I'm like your husband. I'll be going through cabinets and it's just gone. It's just, I mean, I can still eat stuff, but I don't have to have it and I'm not craving it. So
yeah,
it's really, that's a big thing for me.
I know you don't even think about it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's so cool. I mean, it does something. It like retrains your brain to crave the good, nourishing stuff. So, yeah. All right. Well, I'm sorry that this got a little long-winded, but any questions, I will send you guys the recording if you want, and you will be able to, oh, good. Jennifer's answering that. You can email any questions. Like I said, the starter kits or the MetaPower system that is available, and you will always get that welcome packet. And then the BOGO box, if you're interested in that, that will be available tomorrow. So pretty cool and exciting. Yes. Yay. Yes, Jackie, I will. I also have a class that I can send you the recording too. That's just strictly on MetaPower. That was just recently done too. So thank you, Jen. You are a lifesaver. So, all right.
Have
a good night, guys.
Have a good night, everyone.
Bye.